Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. If you can hear me, I wish you a fantastic 2025, and I believe this will be a fantastic year for you. And most importantly, it's going to be a profitable year for every one of you. Welcome to the Forex market for the year 2025, and this is our first outlook. So we're looking at the Monday 6th of January to Friday, January 10th, 2025, and see the opportunities we have in the market. My name is Yemi Olaleye, and I'm a market analyst. And for this week, we're starting off with the fundamental as usual. On Monday 6th, January 2025, we're looking at the German prelim CPI monthly by monthly fundamental coming up on Euro. And on Tuesday, we have that of CHF and US dollar, 8:30 a.m. Nigerian time to 4:30 and 4 p.m. Nigerian time consecutively. Basically, the Monday may look a little bit dull in the market, and this is the second week of trading, which many traders are waiting for. So it's going to be a fantastic opportunity in the markets, if you ask me. All right, and on Wednesday we have more of those outlook, which are red folders, impact news. We have that of AUD, which is a CPI yearly by yearly. We have that of that is for 1:30 a.m. Nigerian time, AUD CPI. We have US dollar 2:15 p.m. and we have unemployment claims. We have FOMC meeting minutes. The FOMC meeting minutes is not that really too important, coming up on US dollar 8 p.m. Nigerian time. It's just the minutes, by the way. And on Thursday, we have no single impact news from the outlook we're looking at now on the fundamental basis. And on Friday, which is the most anticipated, we have the non-farm unemployment change, and we're looking at the unemployment rates for the card as well. So 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time, we're looking to see the Canadian dollar having the unemployment rate at the same time, and US dollar having average hourly earnings and non-farm employment change and unemployment rate as well. And you can see the gap is different, is quite huge. Where the previous we had was 227K, and the expectation, which is a forecast, is 154K, and the difference is huge, which means there is a reduction in that. So this means it may be stronger for DXY. So dollar may gain strength. Okay, that is all on the fundamental outlook, and let's look at the technical outlook of the business, and let's put those together to become a better trader. All right, on the monthly outlook, what we see here is quite impressive. For the past 4 months or 3 months, it's been bullish for DXY. And just like we had in last analysis, we were expecting a little bit of sell into this price range before we have more buy into the upper price level on the DXY. So what we can see right here is simple. We saw that DXY already has broken this high structure, taking it away, and then it has retraced a little bit. To continue with that energy, with that momentum, simply means the XY is going into the upper price level. And let's further see what that price level looks like on the weekly time frame. So that remains bullish there. All right, can you see this? Look at this. So basically, we have strong momentum of the DXY into the upper price level. And more so, Donald Trump will be swearing in this month, I think on 20th, yeah. And that alone means a lot of people will still put so much money in the US economy, and that will make dollar to be stronger. And with this outlook, it seems to me this market actually is going to a price level like this. It's going to a price level like this, because what we can look at here is an opportunity for this to continue in this direction, which is the upper direction. So we can expect the XY to continue doing something like this before we can experience a bit of sell on the XY. So the idea is I'll still be expecting more bullish momentum on the XY for this week. On the daily outlook, therefore, let's see the opportunity we had. Okay, this is the last value gap we marked here. We're expecting the market to react. And when it's coming down, we look for opportunity to continue to see more bullish momentum. However, if you are doing this on a daily time frame, since we trade what we see in the market, not what we feel, what we see right here on the daily time frame for the XY is a bit of this retracement. There was a gap in the last trading day, which was a gap down, complete gap down right here. And therefore, we're going to see an opportunity for the market to reprice and make this fair, and to make this price a fair one. But before then, there's also a fair value gap price level, which may be taken out in the market, of course, probably on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That could happen. and we see something like this to take the XY back into the range of the weekly supply zone, which is here. Okay, so look at this very carefully. Check this out. So look at this. This is on daily. This is on daily. So this is the minute. It is possible for the market to actually still come into this price range for the demand. And on Friday, we can see how the market will pull out from this range into the supply range for the week, which is here. Okay. So this is what I'll be holding on the XY. So on 4-hour time frame for the XY, what I'm looking at is quite simple. It's the same thing that has been supported by what I've seen on the daily time frame. The 4-hour time frame for Friday was a bit of choppy market, but at the same time a bearish one for the DXY, which means the pull, the void that the market has created right here, there is a probability for the market to at least come back and fill it. Okay, if that should be the case, we may look at somewhere like this for intraday opportunity, where we can expect the DXY to still come to do something like this before going back up. But then I will go with what I've seen on the daily time frame, that whatever happens within this price level, it could actually still range something like this. Okay, and then we can still see more opportunities to see how the market will move into this demand zone. On Friday, we expect a bull move from this level. Okay, so that is the outlook on the DXY. But and let's go straight to Euro USD. That's what we have on the Euro US dollar. Okay, this was our last outlook on Euro US dollar. Let me take everything out. So we start afresh for this month. All right, for the monthly time frame on Euro US dollar, we've seen how market was very, very close. It's been close to the parity. The parity is 1.000, which means 1 euro equals to 1 US dollar. So US dollar has gained such momentum over the time, and this is the parity level at 1.000. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean the DXY will be so strong and take Euro USD to parity? That depends on what the market will do in this week to come. Okay, I'm just trying to mark the parity level. I'm coming. This is the parity price level here. Okay, so with this outlook on the monthly time frame, this is the 4th month that Euro US dollar has been on a massive sell, apart from all of these ranging months here. And what opportunities are we looking at? We're looking for a massive bull run, but then what we can see here is the market created a fair value gap level here as of when we saw this candle to this candle. And right now, the market is in that price level. In fact, it has done an average of that, which is the threshold. And that is also the consequent encroachments where the market has reached out to the half of those range. And okay, when we see this kind of movements, this is a very good place for us to anticipate a buy in this market. This is a very good place to anticipate a buy in this market. But currently, it looks more like the low that we're expecting to be taken out in the market has already been taken out. The fair value gap we expect the market to come into has already come into. And what next? Let's see the opportunity on the weekly time frame. Are we expecting to see how the how Euro US dollar will come lower and clear the parity before going back up? And if that should be the case, how many pips is that to the clear of parity? That will be about 300 pips downward. Okay, so let's go to the lower time frame and see what opportunity we have there. On the weekly outlook, this was the monthly fair value gap level that we had right here. On the weekly outlook, what exactly are we seeing? Look at this. So we have the opportunity to see how the market has moved into this price range and is showing a bit of rejection. This remains a solid sell trend because the momentum is still very, very massive into the downtrend momentum. So ideally, we can still see how the market will still move a bit down into a price range like this before we have that buy opportunity. But let's go to a lower time frame to see further what will give us the clarity to jump in this market for a buy or for a sell. All right, so right here on the daily time frame, we've seen the market already pulling out strongly from that price level, which is a monthly and a weekly demand zone, right? Okay, so when that is happening, what exactly are we expecting to see in these days to come? It's very simple. So one, we're going to experience a bit of buy again in this market because the void that was created on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the market after creating a break of this low right here, it looks to me the market will still have a way, we still have its way to go back to that price level, which is something like this, get to this price level and go down to the parity. So this is the anticipation though. However, how the market will play out this week will determine how well it will really sell. But with daily time frame, I believe it will go back to this price level to take it out before selling. The same thing on the 4-hour time frame right here. On the 4-hour time frame, the same thing is expected, which is expecting the low. We've marked the low price level here after we have the void. Can you see 1, 2, 3? I made a video last week. I was showing how this is going to do a bit of buy, and it did for Friday. It did a bit of those buys and over 40 pips thereabout, but that is more to compare to what is expected. So we expect that the Euro-US dollar will go back to this price level here, and from there we'll have an opportunity for a better sell. And that is the outlook on Euro-USD. And let's check what we have on GBP US dollar for the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, this is the 4th month of a bearish move, and kudos to GBP US dollar. This did exactly as we anticipated, and this is the low price level we're anticipating GBP US dollar to come to, because when we talk about the internal range and external range liquidity, we've seen the massive work this has done within that price level. And then what exactly are we expecting? This look to be taken, of course, this is just about how many pips away? This is about 139 pips away, and currently to the market price level, this is about 375 or 380 pips away. So what exactly are we expecting? We're expecting a bull run right here. Of course, it looks bullish after we have that sequence of bull movement, retracement, expecting another bull movement and all of that. But then it's expected to take out this low in the market. This low is expected to be taken out. This is one, and then we expect this low to be taken out too. But then what exactly are we expecting on the weekly time frame? How long will this sell for before we start to experience a little bit of buy or a massive buy? Let's check the weekly outlook to confirm that. On the weekly outlook, therefore, if you look at the market, we'll see that there is an opportunity for us to still sell a bit of this, because look at this right here. And the momentum we had in the past week was massive. It broke through the previous low, all right? And if at all we're going to expect anything, we can easily wait for the market to still do more of a sell. But then what is exactly going on a lower time frame for the intraday traders seeing this outlook? Let's check that on the daily time frame. Look at this. Okay, coming. Now this is the daily time frame for GBP US dollar. This is the outlook. Shrink the chart and see. All right. Look at this, completed more or less like the inverse, like head and shoulder pattern. I remember I mentioned this sometimes around October or November last year, that we'll see the complete formation of that movement, and it happened. Okay, so this has pulled already for a bullish momentum. And when we look at what happened here, this was an outlook for a buy opportunity though, right here. It was a right opportunity for a buy momentum, but however, this is still within a premise of a sell opportunity in the market. What I'll be expecting with this outlook, therefore, is for the market to move to a price range like this, into this price range, to find an opportunity for a sell. So what the fundamental will do in the coming weeks will determine how far that will be for us as traders. So we're not going to lose guard. We're not going to slip on any of these directions, because the market actually has a lot for 2025, and we're going to focus our attention on what's happening within the macroeconomy, which is the fundamentals to guide our judge and our bias on our judgment and our bias on the on the technical outlook. Okay, let's check the 4-hour time frame that we have here. On the 4-hour time frame, we have what we said. Everything we said on daily time frame is supported on the 4-hour time frame. We can see this was a massive bearish momentum. This was a pull, liquidity pull completely to the downside, and this level was taken out. So if that should be the case on the 4-hour time frame, we can wait for the market to come to this price level here. We can wait for the market to come to this price level, and we can have a sell opportunity from there. Okay, we can have a sell opportunity from there. So what I'm saying is we're going to experience a bit of buy opportunity in the market on Great Britain pounds US dollar before we see another sell opportunity, and that is on Great Britain pounds US dollar for this week. Let's check what we have on AUD US dollar. AUD US dollar monthly time frame. This remain one pair I've not really seen another pair of its mates doing the same thing. Okay, when you check this, you've seen that this is doing a bit of lower lows and lower highs over time, lower lows and lower highs over time. And for the past 3 months, it's been on a bearish ride. And the anticipation on AUD US dollar is, will it continue to sell? Of course, the low level we believe that should be taken out has already been taken out. On that low level, which was here, is what we've not seen AUD US dollar take out. Okay, if this is not taking it out, if AUD US dollar is not taking this level out yet, all of this price level here, what do you think is ahead of it? What is here? What is here? They're all liquidity. Everything we can see right here, they're all liquidity above them. So these are liquidity price level. Okay, this trendline liquidity price level all through this level. So what I'm expecting is to see AUD pull for another buy opportunity, probably when it takes out this low, this rejection here. Okay, this rejection here is what I'll be expecting from AUD US dollar to do, because as it is, the last trading month was very bearish for AUD USD. So let's check what we have for this month. This remains a sell on this outlook. Okay, this is fantastic. For the past number of weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, close to 10 weeks now or more from October, we can say that AUD US dollar has been on a bearish ride. It has taken out a previous low level right here, and the momentum for last week was very, very small and very, very insignificant. Ended more or less like a doji candle, and that simply means we should look at the charts and take a good look at what we expect from AUD US dollar. So ideally, if we go back into the technical details, we'll reach out to a price level like this to find an opportunity for a buy, because we're going to find another block right there, whether with the wick or the body size, something like this. So it is imminent for us to actually still see how AUD US dollar will come into this price range right here. How AUD US dollar will come into this price range. Remember the low I mentioned the other time on the previous time frame, which is the monthly. So almost at the consequent encroachment of that is where we have this opportunity, where the market is actually going to move into an encroachment level like this. And if this should happen, it means that we can always wait for the market to pull out for a buy opportunity from there. Okay, to break the trend line, and from there we can see something like this happening. Okay, so this is the outlook on AUD US dollar for weekly time frame, and let's see what we can do with that information on the daily time frame. We'll see what that brings to us. So I'm taking out all of those outlook. I'm taking out all of those lines, so we don't have anything choppy right there. Okay, so this is it here. We've seen a series massive bullish bearish momentum, right? And on the last 2 trading days for last week, we saw how the market is pulling out within that price level. And where are we expecting that to get to? Probably to this price level here. Can you see this? Can you see this? And can you see this? So this is the outlook on AUD US dollar for this week. All right, on the 4-hour time frame, let's see what we have. Okay, sorry, 4 hours time frame. Okay, so we shrink the chart to see complete picture, so it helps us to know exactly what we're expecting in the market. Okay, so this is it on the 4-hour time frame. Look at what we have. Don't forget where we got this range from on the higher time frame, which is the other block from the weekly time frame, I guess, or the daily. No, weekly. That's for weekly time frame. Okay, and now what we have here is an opportunity for us to see a buy on 4-hour time frame before we're going to see a sell opportunity. All right, look at this here. Everything we've seen is lower low, lower low, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. Within those little price range here, in the last trading hours of Friday, we experienced a range, so to say. The market actually whipped up to the and also whipped down. So more or less, we have a ranging market here, but ideally, we're going to see how the market will clear all of those highs and move to a price level for a supply, which is a daily supply price range, and then move to a weekly demand price level where we can find a buy opportunity on AUD US dollar. And let's see what we have on USDJPY. Been a while. So on USDJPY, last time we had a look on this, we started from the monthly time frame, and when we did, this is here. The time frame we were looking at USDJPY to get to a price level like this, because this is more of a fantastic bullish momentum for the market without leaving any price level behind for fair value gap. Something like this. Can you see that? So the only thing we can do here is to wait for the market to complete a circle before we have an opportunity to jump in another direction. And what kind of circle will that be? Let's check the weekly time frame. On the weekly outlook we see how markets created a liquidity void all through these price levels, and we saw how the markets rejected, forming the inverse crown right here. And with that bullish momentum, have we seen how the market created another series of movements into the upward movement, and clearing, just to clear all of this liquidity right here, all of this pool right here. So the only thing the market is leaving us with now is an opportunity to see how it's going to trade into this price range like this. And market will trade in this price range before we have a sell opportunity, something like this. Okay, this is what we're seeing on the charts. All right, this is what you're seeing on the chart. So if the market will bullish this month or this week, then we can expect bullish momentum, because this is USD. If the XY will go bullish for this week, yes, we can expect this guy to be bullish as well. Okay, and it can be bullish to this extent, to this level, and that is level one. Another level I would like to look at is this particularly. Whereby we can see market can actually come into the price level like this before we can have that sell opportunity. Okay, so this is the outlook on the weekly time frame for USDJPY, and let's see an opportunity we can have for intraday opportunities on the daily time frame. And with that outlook, therefore, what we've seen so far is if this market starts actually selling, which is the supply zone for the weekly time frame, what will it be for the daily traders? What would that be? That means there will be an opportunity to sell into a price range like this. If you're already in a buy, you can keep up your buy till it gets to this price level. You can still do a bit more of about 400 pips, and at least an average of 200 pips is still very fine, because there are levels within this price level and this price level that we can also look at the market getting to. So that makes it 2 points of interest, like I said the other time. So this is 1 and this is 2. The average of this threshold, or the average of this range, which is the threshold, is 160.347. That is the price level there. So which means you can wait for the USDJPY to come straight to this price level and do something like this and do a sell like this. The sell is expected to still get back to this price level here before we have further instruction in the market. Okay, so this is the outlook on the daily for the for USDJPY. Let's see the 4-hour time frame before we move out. So the chart is looking really busy now, so I would like to take off some of these guys. But however, look at this. However, can you see this is a circle? Don't forget that this is a circle. Internal range liquidity, external range liquidity. So I expect the market to actually, after breaking this high, this low has taken place. Now this high has been taken out. Expecting the market to come down to a price level on a lower time frame, you will find more opportunity where you should enter from to take a buy opportunity there. Okay, so after seeing all of this range, the only thing I could wait for on USDJPY is to see a buy movement. If I'm seeing a buy opportunity right here, especially into this range, then I'll be taking out for a sell. For now, I'll be leaving it to buy to get to this price level before I take a sell in this market. All right, that is the outlook on 4-hour time frame. And finally, let's reach out to the gold guy, which has been a bullish boy since last year, 2024. 2024 was a very massive year for good US dollar because it broke so many records. Claimed to be the it created all-time high several times, broke the record of itself again and again. Okay, on the monthly time frame for outlook that we see now, we see that gold is actually looking bearish. Gold is actually looking bearish because the rejection for the previous 2 months tells us a lot about what gold tends to do. Like one of those analyses I've said that we should be expecting a little bit of reduction in the bullish momentum of gold, and it happened over 2 months now, and it's still happening. So what do we have here on the weekly time frame for gold? It doesn't have much direction because the past 4-5 weeks has been on a ranging direction, and the opportunity you had to buy has been violated. The one you had to sell has been violated. So the only thing we can do is to wait for more precise direction in the market before we head up to do a thing on gold. But basically, this is still on a ranging price level on the weekly time frame for gold. And on daily, what do we have? On daily, we saw the last trading day was a bearish one for gold. And talking about what we've seen so far, look at this price level here. Look at what the price is playing out. Okay, you can see that this market is just within this price range, boxed within this price level. And of course, when you look at the broader picture of this, it seems that gold has started a bearish momentum already. And when you see this is the first inverted and shoulder, it went back into a price range where there was fair value gap. And this is why I know this every time, because I think it's one of those analyses, we mentioned it, that price will come back there, and the price came back there. It did this massive movement. However, it was expected to come into a fair value gap like this, which was more of a lesser impact, but it didn't immediately. It went back into this price range for the fair value gap before it now came into that level we expected the first time. So this is very chunky at a point. That's the truth coming. So look at this. So this is the price level that is expected to still come back to. This was it here. And look at the time gold was coming into that price level. It came back there around 19th of December. All right. And since then, it has pulled out into a bullish trend. That's pulled out into a bullish trend. So what we'll be doing now is to wait for the market to create a series of opportunity for us to buy or to sell before we jump in it. And as we can look at this on daily time frame, it still look more like gold will still drop. Gold will drop further, but it's better we go to a lower time frame to find all of those entry opportunities on gold, because there's no direction for it. It's directionless right now for what we're looking at on the chart. Okay, so if you're looking at it from a perspective that this has done massive bullish momentum, you expect a sell. Yes, of course, I agree with you, because right there, this is the point we can look out for. This is also a point we can look out for in a sell opportunity. And as well, the market can actually eat out to this price level and pull out for a buy. Okay, a short-term buy on gold. Look at this. So all of this price level, what do you think will happen to them? And at the same time, all of this price level, what do you think will happen to them? Will it be that gold will do something like this to complete this circle? Or will it be that gold will do something like this to complete this circle that it started from here? So it depends on how we see the market. But in the course of the week, we're going to see how the market will play out, and that will judge our buyers on gold. All right, through proper risk management. And I wish you a fantastic week ahead of you. God bless you and have a wonderful week ahead of you. Bye for now.